So, I mean, maybe you can just give me a brief introduction about Criconet. I mean, whoever, then we can just start discussing it from.
So, Asli.
Okay. Criconet is an online portal that is looking at uniting cricket players from all over the world. We've started with India because it's a test market for us. It's a large population, cricket crazy, etc. And the history to this, I will let my father deal with, but I will give you just the gist of what the platform does right now. So it's an online portal that's like that has 3 features that are key. One of them is the live streaming. So we live stream local matches, club matches, etc. We have various options for that, various packages that people can purchase, which is basically the clubs or the grounds that will purchase this. And we also have another feature, which is the e-coaching, which is a combination of online coaching, which a coach can use to cover up the coaching that he does on ground. Keeping in mind when you have COVID or you have rains or you have pollution and academies shut down. So the coach can use this portal to actually teach his students. Plus, people who don't have access to academies can also use this portal to access good coaches. And that's what we're looking at. And the third feature is, of course, building an online community that is only talking about cricket on that. A lot of the social platforms don't deal just with one subject. They talk about everything. So this is just a portal that is only focused on cricket. So that's basically what we have in terms of the portal. We will, of course, we are developing a lot more features that are coming every couple of weeks. We add on something. We have over 150. So that's a pretty large number for us. We're growing a bit faster than we expected, but we're okay with that.
Yeah. So this is something like also. Yeah. Sorry. Please complete.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I say this is something like live cricket as a service. As in, if someone wants to, is it something? Could you call it that or?
Live cricket to an extent. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry,
yeah, go ahead, Papa. Go ahead. Go.
I said live cricket to the extent, yes, but this is people who are playing cricket.
Okay.
We are at the bottom end of the pyramid. We're looking at club, we're looking at inter-school, we're looking at para cricket. Right?
Yeah.
So if they want that to be telecast,
okay.
then this will provide them a very cheap option to telecast the matches. Similarly, a person wants to get coaching, right? And he is in, say, Roper, right? Where he's no access to good coaches. His option is to then come to Chandigarh every day, take coaching, go back, or to Chandigarh. Now we can have a coach in Delhi,
right?
A good BCCI coach coaching that guy in Roper,
right?
So and similarly, people who can't afford to pay and go there every day, don't have the time, right? That they can all take advantage of this. So our vision actually is to bring prosperity to all sections of society. If I look at the broad vision, we want to do to cricket, to cricket lovers, right? What IT did for back office, ITES, what we did for ITES, use technology, right, to create prosperity among the people who are unable to take that option.
Okay.
If you see, even today, in spite of everything, cricket is a rich man's game.
Yeah.
Although some people are coming out from small towns, but they're more lucky than by any planned system. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. So when did you start Criconet? How old is it?
Well, if you look at Criconet, it's about 4 years old, 3 to 4 years old.
Okay.
Right? Not all that old, because it took a lot of time in developing the technology.
Okay.
Then we got hit by COVID.
Yeah.
We designed live telecasting.
Right.
And we are very clear that we will not do something which has been done before.
Mm.
So, the easiest way would be to take a video, we take your mobile, take the telecast, telecast the match and put up on the YouTube.
Okay.
We said, no, we will not do that.
Okay.
We will actually telecast a match properly from both ends.
Okay.
So YouTube is an out. So then we designed our own system by which you can put cameras at both ends,
Okay.
telecast it.
Okay.
Right? And we've now applied for a global patent for this technology.
Okay.
Then we further enhanced it so that you can do DRS, you can do ball tracking and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So it's at the total bottom end of the pyramid.
Okay.
So we kept evolving, right? Getting more technology in, more people in, and we had to do this with the thinnest of budgets.
Mm-hmm.
So we're very clear, we're not going to a VC because we wanted to do it what we want to do.
Okay.
And so we've now about 4+ years old, and it's actually taken off in the last about 8-9 months.
Okay.
When we are now getting, for example, in our site,
Okay.
which is the thing for cricket lovers, e-pavilion for cricket lovers, we're getting about 1,000+ people registering every day.
Okay. So yeah, tell.
Good.
Not only do they register, they also are engaging.
Okay.
They're talking about cricket, they're talking about what they do, they are posting videos of their matches. So that's what we are trying to build in terms of a community.
Yeah, so actually just going back a bit, I'd like to understand how this works, say both from the hardware and software point of view. So let's say there's a club, they want to telecast a tournament. So what are the kind of cameras do you put? Where do you put it? Then how is that streamed? The bandwidth, software. So just I'd like to know about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take you that. Supposing he wants to, right now, he has to call us, right? Because we don't have any distributors in position. Okay. We will. That's our next plan.
Okay.
So they will call us, then we'll fix. Then we go with 2 cameras.
Okay.
These are normal off-the-shelf camera.
Okay.
You can get it from Amazon, you get it from anywhere, with the right focus and the zoom. So we go there, we install one on each side screen.
Okay.
So that you cover the batting end and the bowling end.
Right.
Then we've got our own, then we have our own little hardware and software, right? Which then takes sure that the video that's coming out comes onto our site.
Okay.
Then from which the user can download, watch on the. He doesn't have to go to YouTube or anywhere else.
Okay.
Now, the other thing that we have with it is it has provisions for for the scoring to be done.
Okay.
We've tied up with the company which does the scoring, provides the live scoring. So the score is shown on the video, on the screen. Then we have got provision for live telecasting, live commentary. So the guy can come and they provide their own commentary. So that's what we've done. And we bring the camera, we bring this. Now the next question is about bandwidth. In India, most grounds we have problem even getting power.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Bandwidth is a dream. So what we designed is we designed a thing which works on SIM cards. See, by and large, most places have reasonable mobile connection.
Network, yeah.
Network, reasonable network. So what we then do is we go there, right? And the software selects whichever is more powerful there, whichever network is more powerful there. So we have about a provision for 3 different SIM cards in there. Picks up, and there are cases where one camera is on one SIM and the other camera works on a different SIM because there are 2 different strengths on the 2 ends of the ground.
Got it.
All that the person has to provide is good power, which also is a challenge in other times.
Yeah.
So we are trying to get carry with us in inverter.
Okay. So okay, fine. Continue. Sorry, I'll ask later. Yeah.
No,
Inverter.
so therefore the match gets telecast, but we just switch on. We
Okay.
connect the thing to the plug and then we switch on, and that's it.
Okay.
The match keeps on showing.
Okay.
At the end of the match, again we come, take off our cameras, we collect the thing, say, take the money and go home.
Okay.
Now, in between, we have now got provision for a limited DRS.
Okay.
So for DRS, then we take 2 more cameras. Right? If you use the cricketing term on square leg,
Okay.
so that it can check your runouts, it can watch cut behind, right? And we have provision for slow replay, rewind and replay, so the umpire can actually look at that. And we also have provision for ball tracking.
Hmm.
And we're going to keep on adding more and more as we go along.
Hmm.
So we've actually got a mini telecast.
Okay.
And the person has the option to see the match on Criconet site on his mobile.
Okay.
He can see camera 1 or camera 2 if he wants to see batting or bowling. He makes the choice.
Right.
Or he can see both if he wants to.
Okay.
But we only have choice of 2 cameras, because beyond that, selection becomes a problem.
Okay.
We don't want to increase the cost by having editing.
Okay.
So we have taken it to the bottom, cheapest possible you can do. So you can see a match for $3,000. We'll telecast your match.
Okay. Right. So
And
basically,
anywhere in the world can see.
okay. Basically, what like the BCCI is asking Star TV to do, a local club is asking you to do exactly the same.
Yeah.
Thing, I guess.
Yeah, except that, yeah. We're actually asking the clubs are asking us to do that.
Okay.
No.
But at a much lower
There's no-
cost.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not, actually, it's technically no cost. If you compare with BCCI Star, there's no cost.
Yeah. Yeah.
3,000 rupees for a match,
Okay.
which you can see anywhere is.
And this gives a lot of visibility to the clubs, to the
Definitely.
players, and also, it's an inspiration for them to be spotted. So this gives a lot of opportunity in that respect.
See, what's also not happening is, sorry, go ahead, Sean. Go ahead.
No, go on. And no, I was just saying that also selectors, they don't need to necessarily constantly go. If they have the Criconet app, they can watch different clubs, different school levels playing, and they can look for talent without actually having. Normally, they would go from place to place and watch local matches and start scouting. But this would sort of give them an integrated way to do it without using, without traveling, and therefore more access to places perhaps that they would not even consider going to.
Right.
Because also the coach network works then.
See, as she says, not only the selectors, even the talent scouts can go in and look for people. And hopefully, we'll create an ecosystem that soon every small towns will have their own equivalent of IPL, because matches can be like telecast.
Yeah. So basically, it's like you've talked of the infrastructure, you have talked of equipment and all. How many cities have you done it so far?
No,
I'm
just done
thinking,
in 3.
Okay.
No, we've just done in 3: Delhi, Gurgaon, and Noida.
Delhi NCR.
But NCR, essentially because we were making sure that the technology is perfect.
Yeah.
And the cheapest way to do it is doing your hometown.
Right.
Now we are very confident with our technology. It's working beautifully, right?
Yeah.
And it's anybody can do it. We're now in the process of looking for distributors and partners.
Okay.
Our model is we will not add on to our sales cost.
Okay.
If we sort of go employ more salesmen, say one for Bombay, every town will probably have to have salespeople.
Yeah.
It becomes a management nightmare.
Yeah.
And having been in marketing, I know how tough that is. Right? So what we will want to do is we want to get distributors and franchisees who will take over an area, a vertical, a horizontal, whatever. So we'll do
something like the cable TV network.
Yeah, cable TV. Yeah, we do under 13 network, for example, in this town. or we will do into school,
Mm.
or we will, whatever. So we will slice it as we can find users. So that is where we are now, and we are going to look for it. The
That is in
other
terms
thing
of
also-
live streaming. Sorry, live streaming is only NCR, but the e-coaching has happened from other cities.
Now, e-coaching is, as you said, is global because it's on the net.
Okay.
So we're not linked it to any particular town. We are doing digital marketing, so it's anywhere, all over the world. And on e-coaching, right, the idea was to bring coaching to everybody anywhere, cheap. So you want to have a good coach, you're a small town, you can't get a coach, you can go and sign up. We have at the moment about 40 BCCI recognized coaches on our site. You can sign up with any one of them and take coaching. The other thing that's happened is when we started off, right, we were able to do on location, on site, but COVID hit.
Mm.
So then we created e-coaching, where you don't have to go. You can be in your house. The coach can be in his house. You put your video online. You and the coach then sign up. Then there's come onto the Criconet website, and they are online at the same time. They're looking at each other, talking to each other, and getting on one-to-one coaching. Then again, things opened up. So people went back to live coaching. So we then, having had both, we have now got a hybrid model where maybe for 4 days of the week, the person goes to actual coaching and learns. He records wherever he has problems, and then these recordings are played on the net, and the coach and the player then see the recording together, live, online, real time, discuss, get one-to-one discussion. So we now got a hybrid model which uses both. And this has done two things. A, it's brought the cost of coaching down to the individual. It's allowed coaching to be anywhere, at any time. So you can do coaching in the winter in countries which they're dark. You can do it in the summer. If you're a youngster, 6-8 years old, and you still want to learn the basics of cricket, if you have to go for coaching, then the parents or guardian or somebody has to take you. Whereas here, he can stay from the house, he can take the basic coaching from the coach.
So I was just thinking,
then-
so sorry, complete. And
then
then,
I'm going to say, and now this is only for in terms of skills, cricket skills.
okay.
But for coaching now, you need many more different things: diets, exercises, mental strength. Right? So we can have, there are various kinds of coaches available. So a student can go and get as required all these coaching. So today, a kid can get a lot of one-to-one coaching. See, when you go to a net, most of these nets have about 30 to 40 students. And it's not possible for the coach, and the coach normally has more than one net, to give one-to-one attention. So either he gives attention to a few people, whichever way he selects them, right? And a lot of people get left out. So this way, the coach can give one-to-one attention to everyone in his own time span, his own yard. It goes up so much because now his catchment area is global.
Right.
And his time is as much as he can give because people will do it in the night. He's not just restricted to 4 to 6. Sorry, you were asking a question.
No, so I was just wondering about the coach. So what, you have a network of coaches
Yes, right.
and like one coach can cater to how many students? So I just wanted to know a bit about this coaching and learners network.
Okay, let's take the coaches. We have at the moment about 45 coaches who have registered. Right now, the coaches give the time that they would like to be available for this. So each coach has his own write-up. What is he capable of? His rates and his availability. So a learner can come, go through and say, okay, I'm a wicket keeper. I want to learn wicket keeping. Then he goes to the coach who's a wicket keeper. Right? Selects him and sees his free time, his rate, and then signs up. So the coach then decides his own rate, his own availability. Okay, that's one. And a coach can be any whatever coach skills he's got. The other thing, academy signs up and uses CricOnet as an addition of his space. So his academy is also virtually on our site. So at the end, the coach can say, okay, Monday, you three come and I'll have one-to-one with you between 4 and 6. And then their videos are uploaded and he talks to them. Then and while he's doing that, this is recorded. So next time when he comes back, with the coach, if the student comes back, this recording can be checked with what he's done. And for this, the student can be anywhere. The academy can be anywhere. The coach can be anywhere. See, and not only with this, what's it's going to do is it's going to spread employment, prosperity. It'll do to cricket and cricket lovers what IT has done to ITES, back office.
Right.
You're going to create a whole infrastructure ecosystem of back office for cricket. You know, people who are giving all kinds of coaching, people who are making bats, balls, gloves, scorers, commentators.
So I was just thinking, like, one is you're doing what like Star TV is doing for BCCI. Second, also something like what Uber is doing, getting passengers and drivers together.
Yes.
So basically, what is happening at the international scale, you want to make at the grassroots scale, whatever is available.
Yes. And we picked up either two things. Okay. Most of it we picked up from that's been a philosophy of us, mine, right through, off the shelf. So we picked up whatever we can off the shelf to the cost, to the minimum.
Right.
And then after that, we wrote some algorithms ourselves, hardware, software combination, right? Which is own box. And that is where we will make our money.
So have you looked at other countries also? Because I was thinking there are 15, 20 countries where club cricket flourishes, at least, if not more. So are you looking at other countries as of now? Where I think
we are looking, and because we've been doing a lot of digital marketing, we are noticing that we are getting a lot of interest from the cricketing countries that are sort of starting cricket at a newer level, that they are just getting into cricket, developing their cricket teams, etc. So those countries especially, we are getting a lot of interest from. So yes, eventually that is the plan. As we build distributor networks in India, then we will try and copy the same thing in other countries. So that's what the whole idea is. And right now we're all bootstrapped. So eventually, we have to start looking for funding, because to take it at that scale, funding will be a critical part of the whole thing.
That is what was going to be my next question, because the market is there. As I said, I mean, though 50, 60 countries are associated, but 15, 20 countries, club cricket is flourishing and nobody is doing this there. So then you'll have to go for funding and I don't know, become a startup, get VC funding. So you have plans for that.
Correct. Yes, we do. We do. So we're trying to put everything together in such a way that we can start approaching VCs. So we are sort of working on that right now as well, because that is the next step. Without that, we can't take it to the level that we would like to.
Or the potential it has.
So when you say other countries, as far as e-coaching is concerned, right, we theoretically have no control, because a guy from England can sign in and take coaching. And we have a provision to pay in some foreign currencies, dollar, pound, and euro, I think.
Yeah, dollar, pound, euros, yes.
On the credit card. So we have no control on this. When it comes to live telecasting, yes, we have, because we have to physically go there and get it done. So for that, we will need to create a network. That, as Vasni and Yarika said, we will be requiring much more funding than just going around, because it requires very careful selection, hand-holding. And as you have said, there is an countries interested. I mean, if you look today, US, right, has got tremendous number of clubs playing cricket. You don't create US with cricket. China has started playing cricket. So there are a lot of countries playing cricket. And if you look at ICC, in the world tournaments, the second level of players, there are about 8-10 countries.
Yeah. So you would say that you have done phase one. I mean, the proof of concept and all, everything is done. It just has to be now replicated on a larger scale.
Yes. You see, we have, for example, done over 400 live matches.
Okay, 400. That's what. Okay.
Yeah, approximately.
I think it's about 600.
600.
I think it's about 600 plus.
Okay, 600 live matches.
600 over a
600
period
live
of how much time?
6-8 months.
This would be, I think, over 2 years.
Okay.
Little bit more than 2 years, maybe.
Yeah, between 2 and 3 years. Between 2 and 3 years, we have done about
But you have
600.
to remember, but because of the pandemic, there was a whole period of time that there were no matches happening locally. So the actual time that we've really been active, maybe about 8 months out of that 2.5 years because of the pandemic.
Okay. So you'll also require a great backend because first of all, like you have 600 matches, that data, and then also like how many viewers can you take? Do you have a limit, 500,000?
No. As far as users are concerned, watching,
Okay.
right? Any given match, there's no limit. And I'll tell you why there's no limit. If let us say Club A is playing with Club B, right? What is this audience size? Maximum 50. 11 players on each team, their friends, families, relatives, if it's inter-corporate, maybe some of them. So 50, 100 people watching a match, there's no problem. Now, the question is, as we ramp up on the number of matches that happen simultaneously. So when you have a match simultaneously, you need the strength to be able to telecast more than one match at one time. Today, we can do 2 matches at a time with our own in-house strength.
And we
each
can
match
add
is
on.
about 3 hours. Sorry, go ahead.
So we have the server space for the data, and it is built in such a way that we can keep adding on as much as we need.
Okay. Because that's what I was thinking. There are 2 things. One is the ground limitations. You need that many cameras, that many people to do, and the other is at the back end also. How much storage, streaming, still, and another thing is even if there are 50 players, if like 10-15 clubs approach you simultaneously, then obviously you'll require great bandwidth in the future. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, see, bandwidth we won't require in terms of, because each is running on SIM card. Right? But what we will require is the ability to telecast so many matches, I mean, so many teams. Right? Each team is 1.5 person. When I say half person is just one who's going to hang the cameras up, remove the cameras up, the physical work. And one person is little technically competent. So we need to have, so whoever the distributor, he or she will have to add on people based on its ability to get business.
Okay.
The cost of actually buying the cameras, etc., is not such a large cost. So somebody who can evaluate the potential could recover the cost of the cameras pretty quickly. So that's not the primary focus point for us. What we need to do is to build that distributor network, and that's what we are working on. And that will also require some more planning on our side. Plus, I think maybe we might also have to start doing that closer to when we are looking at talking to the VCs.
Yeah. True. So are you looking at VCs right now, or is that some time away? Because I think usually what I was saying is usually like if you look at Silicon Valley, once you have the concept, that PPT itself is enough. So you already have a body of work over the 2 years. So I would assume it will be much easier. Apart from the plan, you already have said it's already been implemented. It just has to be see, the problem I see is just scaling up. The way you have described, you have got the whole process, but scaling up is going to be a huge issue.
Scaling up, and of course also the advertising and all the brand building that comes with it, which costs a lot, because you need cricketers, you need coaches of some celebrity type coaches, and to represent the brand.
So yes, so we are now, this is the year that we plan to start looking at VCs, start talking to VCs, but we haven't done that as yet. We've spoken to people that, to discuss the concept, to see what they think, etc. But we've not yet approached anybody for funding. And that is something we hope to do this year.
Yeah. So that, as I said, it sounds like a great idea. I mean, already you have implemented it, but only seems scaling up. So what is your staff strength right now? How many people in Criconet, and how many people you have on the ground who actually go around putting the cameras? Or it's...
We have 2 people who go around putting the cameras.
Okay.
Right? Because basically currently what happens is the matches here are happening on weekends.
Okay.
Right? So sometimes you have in the morning, and you have match at 6 o'clock in the morning in summer. So these guys, if they're running a tournament, then they sign up for the whole tournament. They sign us for the whole tournament.
Okay. Okay.
So then we get 1 or 2 persons on a daily basis to come and help.
Okay.
But it doesn't require much things. So setting up, the guy can go hang the camera up. So it really doesn't require much help, because it's fairly self, as we say, it's idiot proof.
Okay. I see.
So that comparatively an easier thing. Where we have, and so that's where we have, and then so what else? So therefore, any guy wants more matches, then he has to add more people. Right now we have ability to telecast 4 matches at a time, but we do not take more than 2 because we have the strength to do 2.
Right. Okay.
Does that answer your question? Sorry.
Yeah. I got it. So Hasini, you were saying something?
We have a team. We have a team that does all the development as well.
Okay.
And that's also a small team, but it's working quite well. They kind of understand the entire concept. They understand where we want to go with it. So whenever they are writing any code, they're writing it with that in mind, that it's going to be a global platform.
Okay. We have a young, empowered team.
Okay.
Small, compact, very empowered team.
Okay. And you're going for
very good team.
You're going for patents and all. You are mentioning initially. I was thinking if
that we applied.
One problem is it doesn't scale up. Second is if it scales up, then you'll have a lot of copycats, because since you seem to be first in this field.
Yeah, but we have applied for patents, and we have applied 2 types of patents. One is a very generic patent, because if you look at this technology, it can be applied to badminton, for example.
Okay.
Boxing, Kathak, dancing, so any of those things. So we have also got a very generic patent, and one is specifically for cricket.
Okay.
So we have applied for that, but getting patent out, it takes a long time.
Yeah.
It is going around in circles. And then they had lovely excuse of COVID. The patent office is not opened yet.
Okay. So I think we are running out of time. So any final you want to make a...
You tell us. And all of us are always available.
Okay.
Sunil, you know us for a long time.
Sure. Right? So I think I have got enough information. It sounds great. So maybe if you can send me whatever details you can, about your software, pictures, the interface. So since now I have got enough information, if you know what your live match looks like, maybe I don't know, photos or any kind of literature you have, maybe if you can send that across, and then I'll get back to you.
We have a small video that we could send you of the live match, which we had put on Instagram.
Sure,
we can
sure.
send you that. So our social media profile actually gives you a lot of information.
Okay.
On
I'll go through
Instagram,
that.
you can get
Right.
a lot of photographs from there. But yeah, we'll send you what we can on our site.
Whatever your links or handles or that, you can just send.
Yeah.
Me.
Okay.
So I've
Okay,
got a good idea,
I'll send
and
you.
if there's something else, I'll get back.
We'll
in
send
touch.
you the back. We also have a company backgrounder and all of that.
Yeah,
so we
all
can
that
send
all
you
that
that.
you can send. So
Yeah.
because
We can send. And if you have any specific questions, you can always mail them through and we can answer it and send it back.
yeah. So anyway, thank you. It sounds like a great concept. I never knew this was possible because, as I said, it looks like a Star TV for the. You're like a star. Of course, you'll make your own name, but currently you're like a Star TV for the clubs. And as in like, the market is also unlimited. So I mean, it seems a really great idea. I mean, scaling up seems to be the only problem from my side, at least the way I look at it. The only problem is scaling up.
Right.
Yeah, leaving
No,
that,
that is
I don't
absolutely
see
right.
any issues. I don't see any issues with your plan. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
thank you. It's been
Thank
a
you
real
so
pleasure.
much.
Yeah, talking with you,
Yes,
and
Thank you. Thank
and
you.
we'll keep in touch. I look forward to your growth and all.
Thank you,
Thank you
Sunil.
so
great
much.
to keep.
Thanks a lot.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot.
Bye-bye.
Bye.